The controls in Fall Guys are pretty simple. It's a basic moveset, but once you've spent some time with it and look beyond its rudimentary surface, you'll find it's a lot more complex than you initially thought. So if you're looking to up your game and score some wins, here are 18 tips and tricks to help make that happen. First off, when you're trying to grab an opponent, hold the grab button instead of spam pressing it. Sometimes it takes a moment to trigger its intended effect. Use it wisely though, as holding the grab button does make you run a bit slower. When chasing someone, try to predict where they're going based on the other chasers versus just blindly following conga line style. You all run at the same speed, so shortcuts are a must. Avoid clusters at all costs. The worst thing that can happen in Fall Guys is getting stuck in a cluster. You can try and wait it out and look for an opening, or of course just try to stay ahead of it. We know the instinct is to always keep pressing forward, but sometimes waiting for an obstacle to line up in your favor is a lot more beneficial than rushing through at the wrong time. When traversing up a steep hill, just walk. Jumping and diving will bounce you around and make you ragdoll. Take it easy and don't panic. Sometimes spinning traps can help nudge you ahead of the competition. It's a risk versus reward situation, so use it if you need it. Only dive when necessary. It slows you down quite a bit, so only use it to hit a ball or to dodge an obstacle. Diving will also give you another half second or so of air time, so if you're about to land a little early, dive to delay it just a tad. In games like DoorDash and Tiptoe, sometimes it's best to stay back and let your opponents figure out the puzzle. It's better to enter the correct door slightly later than to be the first one to jump headfirst into a fake door. We know it's obvious, but when you're in a race, it is crucial to try to pull ahead as early as you can. Not being near anyone else and being able to focus on what you're doing is the best advantage the game offers, especially on a level like Seesaws, where the cluster will ruin the balance of all the boards super quickly. Never give up. There are so many times that a win seems out of reach, but this game is unpredictable. It only takes a second for a seemingly hopeless situation to shift in your favor. In games where you have a tail or are trying to not get jinxed, instead of wildly running around, sometimes just finding a good hiding spot is best, or try to get yourself inside of a hammer to give yourself a little shield. Sometimes taking the lonely road less traveled is to your benefit. A slow route can still be faster if there are fewer people on it. Slow and empty is much safer than fast and messy. When playing Fall Ball, try to balance your offense and defense. It's great to have most of the team trying to score a goal, but never underestimate the power of having one or two goalies on standby. In Rollout, only jump when necessary. Simply walk between the partitions and try to avoid others as much as possible. In Dizzy Heights, always follow the direction of the arrows, even if it means taking a longer route. You never want to move against the direction of a spinning platform. If you manage to get to the crown first in Fall Mountain, make sure you wait for it to drop. Once in reach, don't dive at it, just jump and hold the grab button. Jumping the gun will cause you to miss it, a mistake that will haunt you for the rest of your life. In Hexagon, make sure you're always keeping a lookout at the level below you. Sometimes it's better to drop early if it means you're able to drop down to an area that still has hexagons as opposed to staying on a higher level until you exhaust all of the platforms and are forced to drop in a spot that doesn't have anything below it. Also, hopping is your friend here. Each platform takes a moment to fall, and running will trigger more to disappear quicker, so take it slow and steady. Lastly, whatever decision you make, whether it's to be patient or to go for it, you need to commit to it. There's almost no room for hesitation in any of the minigames, so make a choice and stick with it, and sometimes you might surprise yourself. For more on Fall Guys, make sure to check out our full review of the game, and of course for everything else, keep it here on IGN.